Welcome to USFL Today, the free agency edition. I'm your host, Angelo Fioris. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at USFL Today and follow our channel on YouTube at USFL Today as well. USFL free agency season is open, and it's pretty wild right from the start. The third day alone, and several guys have changed teams, including our guest former New Jersey General, brand new New Orleans Breaker, Mr. Cam ECHOLS-LUPER. Cam, welcome back to the show. How are you?
My God, how are you, man? It's been a minute, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it having me on today.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're with us. The newly minted New Orleans Breaker wide receiver, Cam ECHOLS-LUPER. What's that feel like switching teams now? 2 years with the Generals, and now suddenly you're with New Orleans, man.
Let me just, start off by saying, I got to thank Coach Riley, Coach Smith, Billy. I appreciate all of them for giving me the opportunity to, play for the Generals the first 2 years. Without them, I don't know if I would see myself here today, because they gave me my first job, my first opportunity, and to my teammates, I thank y'all tremendously, for just being there, being teammates, being brothers with me, and it's a bittersweet feeling. Transition to a whole new team this year. It's a little new. I'm still adjusting, I'm still adapting, but I can say I'm extremely excited. I'm happy. I'm ready to get to work, and I'm really just ready to show who, like I said, our last time we was on here. I'm
Yeah.
really ready to show who I really am as a receiver and as a football player.
And
And
you
I feel
really
like I'm able to do that with the Breakers here.
Yeah, and you really did show that in bursts last season when you had your opportunities. There were some quarterback issues during the year for New Jersey, but you still played hard every week out, whether you were returning kicks or having quite a good season with your receiving. However, now you join one of the more exciting offensive teams over the course of the first 2 years. You join a great wide receiving room with Adams and with Stove, and even the tight end Surratt is up there in receptions and yardage, and two young QBs, Akil Glass and Davis Cheek. It's going to be exciting to see how you mesh with these guys.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so yeah, going to speaking now, me and Jay Adams, we've known each other since our Arkansas State days. I left when he came in, so we're pretty well acquainted. Me and Eli Stowe, we trained together this past off season in Tampa, so we know each other. Me and Gerard Fernandez are really close friends. And me and the kid we met through Warren Newman this past season, actually, because me and Warren were teammates and we lived together. So it's just a coincidence how I know so many guys here and we've already been acquainted and already been friends. So like I said, it's bittersweet. Um, I'm thrilled. I'm excited to be a Breaker. I'm ready to throw on that blue, man, and just get to work, honestly, and just ready to help in whatever way I can.
Did your familiarity with certain members of the Breakers factor into your decision to go there? And did any other teams reach out to you to sign with them?
Uh, yeah, it helped. It definitely helped. I'm a very family-oriented guy, and I like to go into situations and to places where I'm not. Yes, I'm the new guy, but I'm not going to a brand new establishment where I don't know anybody.
Right.
It's always a little easier and simpler when one or two people. But I wouldn't necessarily say a few teams hit me up. A few teams might have hit me up. I might have hit a few teams up. It might have been mutual interest. I'm not going to throw nothing else out there besides that. But yeah, there was some mutual interest with between a few other teams. I'm not going to say no names, but yeah. But honestly, it just came down to who wanted me the most. Not even so much who wanted me the most, but who saw me as a benefit to their team the most.
Right.
And who could, and it came down to, the Breakers. And they was just the most heavy people on my line. And, just the talks that I had with the GM and the head coach, man, it felt like the right move. It felt like the perfect fit. And, it felt like just as much as I wanted to be somewhere, they wanted me there just as much.
Tell me what that conversation was like when you spoke with Coach DiFilippo. Did he kind of paint a vision for what he sees for you within this offense and your contributions? Talk to me.
Man, he painted a Picasso for me, man. I saw it just vivid, and I saw it, just right there in my face, man. And it was just one of those where it was like, I did my research on Coach DiFilippo, and just to see, his background and his his resume, man, it spoke volumes. And why wouldn't a guy like myself want to go play for somebody like him? And yeah, man, the picture he painted was, you know, the athlete that I am, the playmaker that I am is, get the ball in my hands, get the ball in other playmakers' hands, and just let us do what we do, man. And you can't ask no more than that, honestly. Just me being an asset to the team is all I really needed to hear.
It's important to be wanted and important to be valued. And it looks like the
Absolutely.
Breakers stepped forward with both of those things for you. And having seen the kind of offense that they have been their first year, even under their previous coach, it seemed like to carry right over to the second season. So despite the quarterback change, third QB now in 3 seasons for the Breakers, this is one of the more explosive offenses, Cam, and really presents you for with an opportunity to show off a lot of that speed and your deep field ability.
Yeah, man. I just, like I said, man, I just plan on going in there and just becoming another tandem with Jay Adams and Eli and Sage, man, and just trying to gel and get onto a chemistry level with our quarterbacks or whoever that is, man, and just do what I need to do and do what they need me to do, and let's just do this all together so we can continue for success, continue to fight for wins, and hopefully go win a championship.
Who are you going to miss the most in that Generals locker room?
Man, honestly, I can't even just say one person, honestly, but the whole, honestly, man, the whole team. Like, I sent a message out to them last night, and I group message, man, and I just simply told them, I made lifelong brothers in here. And I got lifelong memories I never forget, people I never forget. I still got guys, me and Paris Ford, DJ Daniels, Alonzo Moore, we talk at least, if not every day, every other day out the week, and it's not even about, what's going on with the merger. It's more like, hey, man, me and Zoe talk about his son, Mason. I'm Uncle Cam, that's nephew, man. So, I love finding out the sports he's playing, how he's doing in school. I love hearing about how, Diddy thinks he's the best Madden player in the world. We just built relationships and built bonds that, is beyond football, man. And, I'm going to miss all my guys, man. Just the fact that I built so many strong relationships with, with Vito, with Trey Williams, DeAndre, and, Cam Carter, Isaiah Battle, Toby. I can go on for days, about
Sure.
each teammate who, who means something to me, and it's just, I'm gonna miss all of them, man. And it honestly sucks to say that I'm not signing back, but that's just the business of the ball, man. And they understand, they understand where I'm coming from. They understand the business of it. I'm pretty sure they all feel the same way how I feel. But man,
Is what it is.
Sometimes it's they try to say the grass isn't green on the other side, but sometimes grass isn't grass, it's turf.
That's a great point, man. I never quite heard it put that way, but I really like that, and I may use that sometime. Let me ask you, just based on how you kind of answered me here, coming out of the season and heading into the offseason, would it have been your preference to resign with New Jersey?
I mean, I think it would be anybody's preference to stay in a comfortable position. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I already knew the offense. I knew everything Coach Riley wanted and needed. I was already acclimated with the special teams and everybody on the team. So yeah, 100%. But at the same time, if that's not what they wanted, if that's not where their needs was met, then I can't sit here and beg for somebody to keep me when I'm not being kept.
Sure.
So it was. I feel like it was more mutual than a one-sided thing. It was probably more mutual after the last game of just Cam, we would love to sign you back, but we're just gonna, as of right now, we're gonna look in other areas and other options to see what's available. And I'm one of those people. Me and Coach Clip said it last night, man. It's better to have a job than looking for a job when it's time. And me personally, I'd rather know right now that I have a place to go home. I have a team to play for, rather than waiting for December, January to come and waiting for the merger details to come out to say, oh, okay, now I want to sign. Like, no, I'd rather be on a team now, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and start getting ready than figuring out later whether a team is going to be a team in this merger or not, or,
Right.
if I'm going to get picked up by a team.
And with all these question marks about the merger, it's still business as usual for the USFL because nothing's been consummated.
Absolutely.
But let me ask you. I mean, you guys all talk. What's like the the general feeling amongst the players about that part of the off season, that this whole merger talk that's going on? How you guys sort of working your way through that, sort of mentally
I
process?
think I can speak for every player in the USFL and XFL. I think we're all excited, but I think we're also kind of sitting on eggshells at the same time, man, because it's like, yeah, a lot of us, a lot of guys sign, their 2-year contracts so they're coming back. A lot of guys are waiting to get picked up. Some guys have got picked up. Some guys are going to get released and may not get opportunities. So it's like you're creating opportunities for guys, but you're also taking away opportunities. You're taking away meals for families. You're taking away clothes for your kids. So, like I said, I could speak for a lot of guys, man. And we're excited, but at the same time, we're kind of sitting here like, all right, we would like a little bit more detail just so we can feel at ease with what's going on. But, man, spring football has shown that it can last. The USFL has shown it can last. Even though the XFL lost X amount of money, they had great football, man, and they showed that they can, sustain the storm. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I truly feel like with the merger of, two, I'm not going to say like two powerful leagues, but two high-powered entities forming one, I feel like it can be a tremendous opportunity for guys. And if it's done right, I feel like it can give guys opportunities to get back to the league like it's shown like it has done, and really just help guys, whether it's fulfill a dream of being a professional, or fulfill a dream of being an NFL football player, or just fulfill a dream of playing football one more time. And that's always the biggest thing.
Yeah, ultimately, the survival of spring football is really what's the most important thing. And of course, the keeping as many guys employed as possible, from
Absolutely.
team to players to staff to coaches to assistants and even interns, right? Everybody
Absolutely.
benefits from some degree to have as many teams as possible playing. But we'll see how this all shakes out. But it's funny, ever since the USFL announced its formation and then the XFL came along, more spring football history has been made in the last 3 years than in the entirety of the history of spring football since, say, 1985. Man, it's been an amazing sort of roller coaster for us who cover it, for you guys who play, and for everyone else in between. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
Tell me about, aside from looking for a job, what's your off season been like?
So a lot of people I haven't really told people or even posted it or even said anything about it, but I've recently been coaching at a high school here in Arlington, Seguin. I'm volunteering, but I'm also teaching it at the same time. I'm an ISS teacher. So, I try to I have the kids, who are trying to decide whether they're going to send back to school or actually send to alternative school. So, it's been eye-opening, it's been humbling, and it's been an awesome experience because, the platform that I have, kids, they geek out on that, man. And a lot of kids, they've seen me on Instagram, they've seen me on YouTube. So it's funny to hear, hey, you're the guy from YouTube, or you're the guy from Destroying, or, so, we seen you play for this team. But, it's also kind of like, yeah, man, like, little do y'all know, like, I've been in ISS a couple times, I've been in detention a couple times. I think we all have. So it's like I've been there, bro. So how about we just get back to class and do what we're doing, man? And it's been an amazing experience to to give back to players that I was once in their position, man. And I'm the receiver coach over there, and I have a great group. I have a great room of receivers, man. And we have a pretty good team, and we have a game tomorrow against Everman. So I'm about to leave here in a minute, get ready to go to practice, and just get them ready for that. But man, it's been a great experience, man, and just to see just to see how players like me and players like my other teammates, I can see them in my guys, man, and just seeing what as coaches what they really go through and what we put them through. It's been a hilarious experience, but at the same time, man, it's been so amazing just to see so many smiles and just the lives that I can really impact when I'm doing more than just playing football.
There's a certain satisfaction from seeing people you've contributed to, watching them grow and achieve, right?
Absolutely, man. And I created my own training business a couple of years ago, and so being a receiver coach, I get to implement everything that I'm teaching, on a daily basis. And man, it's awesome to watch a kid go from not knowing, or not, I wouldn't say not knowing, but not knowing exactly how to use a release or how to get open or how to run a route, and then finally watch him implement it in practice, and then drills, and then doing it in the game, and then it's a really awesome feeling to have your hands on something and just watch it glitter.
Yeah. I can totally relate. One of the other things that I do, fitness is a passion for me as well,
Okay.
Cam,
Right,
and
right.
I'm a certified personal trainer. And
Okay.
one of
So you
my
never told me that, man.
yeah, I guess we never talked about me on this show. It's all
It's
about you
okay. It's
guys,
okay.
so I don't really toot my own horn over here. But one of my early clients who had never really exercised before, I really helped her get motivated and understanding like the science part and what to do and how
Right,
to
right.
apply things. And she stuck with it, stuck with it, stuck with it. Let's fast forward now about 10 years. That lady just a week ago became certified as a personal trainer herself. She's run the New York Marathon. She does triathlons. She swims. She runs every day. She's
Jeez.
become an inspiration to so many other people. And she always says to me, dude, you created a monster. And I truly did. And
Yeah.
it makes me feel so good. When she messaged me on my birthday to tell me that she got her personal training certification that day, that was like the best gift I could have received, man.
Man, honestly, it is, because it kind of lets you know, like, man, like, I didn't know she needed me to do what she needed me to do, man. And at the same time, that's an awesome feeling, man. And I can, I applaud you for that, because I'm going through the same thing now with these kids, man. And it's just awesome to watch them come home, or not come home, but come back the next day and keep coming back the next day, and say, text me, hey coach, what do you think I can do about this? Or say, hey coach, I got a visit here. What do you think about this school? And man, it's just awesome to be in that position, just to not only give advice, but to guide and help young men get to where I am and where I once was.
That's exactly right. You set the example, give someone something to strive for, and all of a sudden they're there right along next to you, now influencing
Absolutely.
other people. It's this awesome ripple
Absolutely.
effect. And really that's the true secret to life, right? Not how we lived, as
Absolutely.
Jackie Robinson said, but how many lives did we affect positively?
Exactly. Absolutely.
Cam, it sounds like you had an amazing offseason personally, and now you've had an amazing offseason professionally. Congratulations to you on the coaching gig, and good luck on your game tomorrow. And congrats again on joining the Breakers. I cannot wait to follow the team even closer because of you.
Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you. Thank you for having me on here, man. And anytime, man, you've been one of my biggest supporters, one of my, man, I look at us as friends now. So we stuck like Chuck. You can't go nowhere, brother.
That's it. I
So,
think you called
I
me
appreciate you.
death row for life, you said to me
Yeah,
one
I did.
time.
I said, yeah, this death row, man. You can't go nowhere now. We stuck. That's why, every time you ask me to come on the show, man, it's never a question, man. Let me know the time, send the link, and I'm gonna jump on.
Cam ECHOLS-LUPER of the New Orleans Breakers. It felt weird to just say that, but I'm really happy for you. That's it for this edition of USFL Today, the free agency episode. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at USFL Today and at NJ_Generals. Make sure you follow Cam. Your Twitter handle is
Cam 2 times, and it's the same as my Instagram, Cam 2 times.
And there you have it. That's it for this edition. We'll see you next time on USFL Today.